Thank you. I'm sorry. To my family for the love, the letters, and the money and support. Friends for the social life and the fun we've shared. Girlfriends, the love and inspiration. To the contributors of Basement Made, I appreciate your productive thoughts, shares, donations, and collaborators, the interactions we've had, the mutual promo, supporters, fans, students, associates for believing in me and providing the motivation that I've needed to get by sometimes. Teachers and the kids for being there and understanding and the trust. Listeners, readers, and viewers, thank you for your time. And those that have hired me, the opportunities there, co-workers, classmates, neighbors, providing the coexistence and community. I've never been a bully in my entire life, or an abuser, molester, gossiper, tattletale, nitpicker, complainer, stalker, troll, molester, rapist, scammer, plagiarizer, sociopath, zealot, classist, racist, misogynist, xenophobe, homophobe, slaver, sadist, masochist, human trafficker, murderer, terrorist, or anything of the sort. I don't sleep well at night because I've been treated horrifically by people from those classic American belief systems and cultures. I don't hate myself or want to kill myself despite being told repeatedly by psychotic haters that I should. I know I'm an excellent person and those people are below me as a life form. I don't need to make excuses, and I'm not doing that now. My biography is not fiction or a philosophical musing, a social experiment. Obviously, I've never needed apologies or niceties either. I've been seeking freedom and justice, and I shouldn't have to apologize for fighting for my civil rights, so I'm not. I'm also not sorry for being proud, cocky, confident, braggadocious, arrogant, self-assured, or another synonym for those terms as they're used colloquially. Those that feel the need to bring you down a notch have an inferiority complex, brittle personality, fleeting original thought, and frothing, rabid jealousy. I'm a strong, educated, skilled, independent man, not some kind of pseudo-intelligent fallacy edgelord. I'm not a sorry or sad person, petty, trite, passive-aggressive, sardonic, pedantic, small-minded, annoying, pessimistic, rude, arrogant, bigoted, materialistic, fake, self-retarded, two-faced, immature, wasteful, lazy, curmudgeonly, flaky. We all know the type. I'm much the opposite. I've been down many times for being too positive and serious, but I won't give up on that part of who I am. I have lied. We all have. I lie extremely rarely, and when I do, it's almost always for personal protection, as countless people have made actual attempts to kill, cripple, imprison, rob, deface, and set me up, which has also been highly encouraged by the suicide evangelicals. I've had to lie at times in order to survive, to preserve my life and well-being. Survivors will understand that part. Also, the work voice, which is not quite the same thing, but should be more relatable for those that have to adjust to the ignorant comfort levels of others. Most American-born people can't comprehend this level of adversity, and that's normal. So trying to make sense of my circumstances, they'll lash out, feign empathy, or assume a kind of silent majority to alleviate their inflated sense of social consciousness and cultural awareness. My life, physical self, emotions, experience, knowledge, and views have never driven me to fool others into a gimmick or a sick game, some maniacal plot, just a phase, selfish act, delusion of grandeur, a tongue-in-cheek gotcha, or another one of those buzz phrases often used in this slanderous fashion to compartmentalize and gaslight me and then satiate the insecurities of the out-of-touch privileged and their precious status quo. I'm not sorry for being a liar because I don't embody what a liar is at all. I'm surprisingly honest for sure, to the point I've been punished detrimentally for it. Some of my bars are comedic, fantastical, or silly. I'm not hiding that, never have. There are times when I'll exaggerate or use sarcasm, dark humor to get a point across, or, just talk mess. Duh, I'm a rapper for one. I've never advertised myself as always literal, fact only, no error machine man. Please do ask about my art if you have anything sincere or valid to say. I love to chop it up about craftsmanship, have meta level intellectual conversations, and also indulge in life's simple pleasures. It's always been that way. If I have hurt your feelings, and you haven't maliciously contributed to ruining my life with your words and actions, then I might owe you an apology. I've grown since then, and maybe you have too. Am I sorry for my uptick in saying certain blacklisted words that start with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. between the years of 2017 and 2021? Or what I said during an episode, or blackout drunk, words with 4 letters? How about those times in the past couple years where I used the N word with the A on the end as an ad lib in some of my raps in a sketch? Or calling myself religious figures? Maybe I did cross the line in some cases with my explorations, and I'm sorry to folks that misconstrued what I was saying or took offense, but I'm absolutely not sorry for using words in their appropriate context based on socioeconomic and cultural semantics. You can expect plenty more advocacy for the freedom of speech in the future. Clearly this video is a very PG, PC approach, and that won't be the case most of the time, but I can't do it. So if you're a forgetful person, make sure to save this video so you can reference back. I'm deeply sorry for the incidental pain my drug use may have caused others. The drinking in particular is a complicated issue, but I've never wanted to hurt those I care about, random or innocent people. Am I sorry for breaking American law in and of itself? No. Literally every single American breaks the law in their life, provided they have enough time to make that choice or accident, or if they suffer unfortunate enough life circumstances. I regret some things I've consciously chosen to do. Everyone does. But I don't dwell on the past or live vicariously through coulda, shoulda, wouldas. Again, if you're cool, I'm sorry. I appreciate any amount of love you've shared with me. I hope that I reciprocated it in some way, seriously. I would shout folks out by name in this video, but I'm sure I forget somebody or unintentionally shout out a fraud. So I'd rather this message go to all of you that care enough to hear me out and consider what I'm saying. If you're paying attention, you should know who you are, and I hope you take this to heart. I pray this message reaches you. I'm sorry if I've been confusing. My goal has never been to spread paradoxical messages or become a misanthropic jerk. Thank you for your patience, homies. I'm sorry I couldn't get this to you sooner. Some of you will be happy to hear that I'm also working on a video talking about Zooniversity, Phi Gamma Delta, UW, what happened there, and how I was scammed, which will be a huge weight off my body as a whole, much like this video. I'm collecting some more legal information before I press that. I've published most of it already in written and music form, and the first pieces have been out for 10 years or so. The Basement Made variety show was a good warm-up. And I love working in a diversity of environments like that, but I have a lot to say in this candid, forthcoming way, straight to the camera as well, without so many outside distractions, so to speak. So we're going to start out and concentrate on clearing a few things up, creating fresh content and maintaining consistency through a concept-based show, which will be weekly, no set time at first or length, and then take it from there.